What the heck is a beast mode? Beast modes are custom calculations you create and save on Domo cards. It's also a way that you can modify and get further insight into your data without necessarily changing your actual dataset. Here we have Homer's donut dataset. Homer eats way too many donuts, and lately he's been keeping track of his spending. Today, he wants to see how much he spends on each donut type side by side with some broader metrics to see percentage of totals. First, he wants a card that shows him the sum of each donut type next to the total dollars spent on all donuts. For that, we'll use fixed. Now, we will want to make sure we enclose this measure in some sort of aggregation function, like sum or average. And at the end, we will close it off with these parentheses. But we're not going to put anything in there. Then, we enclose the entire function in yet another aggregation function. Because we want to see the sum, we're going to use sum. And you can see here that it is taking the sum of the entire data set. Now, let's create a beast mode to give us a percentage each donut is of the total. For that, you will calculate sum of your dollars spent divided by the fixed beast mode you just created. Then, let's format this as a percentage with one decimal. And there you go. But now we want to see the total spent on each donut type to the total spent in each donut store. For that, we use fixed by. So we'll go back to our fixed function and enter in a by, and then in the parentheses here, we will enter in the store dimension. We see here that our numbers changed the total dollars spent for each store. Our percentage of total function also changed because it is referencing our beast mode, which we just modified. So now it gives us the percentage each donut type is of the dollars spent in that store. Fixed add adds in dimensions, and yes, you can add in more than one to your calculation. So here we have a chart of the max dollars spent for each donut shop, and if we add in a fixed add function, it will pull in the dimension of the donut type to show instead the max spent on any donut type for that store. So what does that mean, though? Let's break it down a little bit. Here is our data set. Now, if we just pull in the max of our dollars spent measure, it's going to show you the most spent of all the entries for these donut stores. But with the fixed add function, with how we have it here, you're going to instead see the most spent on any donut type, which for Hertz Donuts is $7.75, not $5.75. The most spent of all the entries is $5.75, but the most spent of any donut type is $7.75. Now, fixed remove is great when you have a granular view of data, but you want a more broader total to compare to while keeping some degree of granularity. Okay, what does that mean? Well, let's use a table card to show you fixed compared to fixed remove. So here we have region, store, and donut type. Here are the sums of what we spent for this level of granularity. If we bring in the fixed function, you're going to see the sum total of everything, which we saw earlier. But if you want just the region, we can use a fixed remove function, and we will be removing the store and donut dimensions. And now we can see the total for our regions. Finally, let's talk about how you can restrict how filters are applied to your beast modes. If you do not specify this, then filters will by default filter your beast mode as well. This may not be what you want. So our options include blocking all filters with filter none, this will prevent any filters from being applied to your beast modes. Allowing specific filters with filter allow, or blocking specific filters with filter deny. Done and done. Want to learn more? Check out another video in my Domo Beast Mode series and don't forget to subscribe.